check this out. It's like, woo! Make it really short like that. This is so amazing. We mistakenly suffer more from things that are yet to happen than what's happening right now. Wow, that is really deep. But yeah, the inZOI character creator demo. I did do a live stream on my Twitch channel a few days ago, but I thought I'd do a video review as well, just to put my thoughts together in a more concise way. And yeah, you click on Psycat, you can do some little animations there. But yeah, it is too bad. By the time this video is up, it's gonna be taken off of Steam. I wish they gave us more than a week. It's just, especially if you were like on vacation or something, it's not long enough. It's not long enough, but I don't know. I guess we'll see when the full game comes out, because I'm actually not sure. I hear like, oh, maybe the end of this year, maybe next year, I don't know, but yeah, we'll go over both the positives and the negatives, but I will say for sure, overall, I'm really impressed. This is really good. Like, this video is probably going to be so long because there's so many customization options. It's almost ridiculous. But there's Canvas, which you can actually load directly from the main menu here. There's all these different ones that you can download, creators that you can follow, and there's some top creations, and then here's my profile. Is cool, the AR company. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry if my voice cuts out a little bit with my mic. I think I need to get a new mic because I tried everything and I can't get rid of the cutting out completely. So yeah, maybe I'll just have to get a new mic soon. But yeah, here's my first Zoe that I ever made, Mabel Richardson. And then also there's Derek, who I made on stream. So I made one female and one male. So this, you're supposed to be able to download these creations into the full game as well when that's out. So that's pretty good. You have all the different things you get at with your profile. You can also view it in your web browser, so you don't have to view in-game. Yeah, I love that animation. It's so cool. Actually, speaking of the animations, it is funny how it's like, okay, the first one you see when you open the game with a person getting into the elevator, it's totally fine. But then the animation right between that and the main menu screen with the two cats, it's just like, sometimes it's really laggy, and sometimes it's smooth. And the first time I loaded the demo, it was very laggy, so I was worried about how the game was going to run on my computer, even though I have my gaming rig now. But thankfully, yeah, it runs perfectly fine when I'm actually in the character creation, so hopefully that'll apply to the rest of the game too. And also, it's very strange that it's almost 20 gigabytes just for the demo, even though the full version is supposed to be minimum 60 gigabytes, but just for this one part of the game that's not even complete yet. That seems like a lot, unless they left a lot of other parts of the game in the files that we just can't access, because you can actually see the city select screen after you've created your family, which we'll see at the end. But yeah, that is a little strange they did it that way. But that is cool that there's like the different sort of like tips that appear, motivational tips that appear every time you load the game. And yeah, we'll just run through this, starting with the new game. I do find it weird how you have to have the name. You can't just click OK and decide on the name later, unless you just type some gibberish or whatever, and then just come back to it later. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird how the name part is set up. But I'll just put Mabel Richardson since that's the first Zoe that I made. You can only have one Zoe in at a time, but in the full game, then you can have more. So then, create a Zoe! There you go. So, yeah, this is actually my favorite background, because there's a few different backgrounds that we can choose. It usually looks pretty cool. And, yeah, there's so many things to go through. I guess we'll just kind of start, well, we'll start with the studio, actually. just because I mentioned the background. So there's these different expressions you can also have as you're creating your character. I'll admit some of them look a little uncanny to me. More like the smiles, like, yeah, creeps me out slightly. But for the most part, I've warmed up to how the ZOI look, even though I still prefer the cartoony art styles when it comes to games. Usually, yeah, I can get used to this. I can get used to it. Yeah, wink. It's cute. And then there's also different poses. And I actually like number 12 the best because she'll cycle through a few different animations instead of just standing completely still in one pose. So it'd be like, yeah, it has the hips. Well, maybe we could do this. Yeah, so I'm kind of so on the matter. And, yeah, so then, whoops, no, we'll go through the traits in a bit, but, yeah, the different backgrounds, so we have this, and you can change the color, so you just kind of do that, you look really dark. I know I've seen, like, a Create a Sim background that's kind of like this for The Sims 4, but then there's also the color, sort of like slider. I wouldn't call it a color wheel, it's not shaped like a wheel, and we'll see this in many different aspects of this character creator. And then there's also the different lighting and positions. So the main light is kind of be like that, or like that, or then with the Y position, like that. And then there's the color for that too, and you can save the different presets. So that's pretty cool. Although I'm not actually quite sure what this square does. But yeah, that's cool. You can change that, and then you can reset it to the default if you don't like what you did. And then there's also the backlight, and the Y position for that, and the color. I'll just reset that. And there's also the fill light, though that one... Yeah, this one you can kind of see it. With the room backgrounds, you won't really see it as much. But then, if we go up here, there's this one that's like... It's like a gamer bedroom. And then, yeah, you can see the gaming rig there. It almost reminds me of mine a little bit. Yeah, it's funny, the timing. It's like just a bit before, I think, like day or two before creators started posting their early access videos, and I think this is playing inZOI on there. And then with the background color, it seems to just change the wallpaper color by the window. Oh, and a little bit around around this as well. Yeah, okay. And then, well, there's this one with the clouds and the water. That's kind of cute. And then you can change the color of this. So if you make it completely dark, then you won't even see the clouds at all. And then with this one I'm kind of iffy about because I think it just changes depending on how you have the camera rotated. Yeah, it's like sometimes the textures are not fully loaded in, and sometimes they are. I don't really get it. So I don't use this one all that much. And then, yeah, then we're on the gas station. So, yeah, that's cool. Food factory, fast food factory, quick bite. And then there's like the neon sign, sunshine gas. All right, yeah, that's what it's actually called. I never tilted the camera up that much, so I didn't realize. But you can actually rotate 360 degrees and all of them, even though you won't really see anything much on the other side with most of those backgrounds. But, yeah, that's for the studio mode there. So then with the profile, we have sexual identity that's still in development, so I can't choose this, but gender, male, female, non-binary, and then attracted to male, female, non-binary. So that's cool that they'll have the non-binary option. She's like peeking around like, whoa! That will have non-binary support from the beginning. That's really good. And then I'm pretty sure there's also supposed to be preteen, like called adolescent, and then teenager, but they're not in here. So there's child. Oh yeah, and I think there's also supposed to be toddler. Yeah, there's like a toddler, newborn. But yeah, there's child, young adult, adult. I'll just zoom in a bit more so you can see the details there at the face, the difference. There you go. That's middle age, and then senior. So yeah, lots of age groups. Lots and lots of age groups. You can also press Control Z to just like undo, and you can press Shift Control Z if you don't like what she did there. I think I went through some of the child options. I think most of them are kind of similar, but they're not all the same. As you saw, the clothing changed when I aged her down. But yeah, we have all that, and then we have male and female body types. So what's actually kind of odd is that, like, if I go into body here, yeah, you'll see like the body hair for all the different regions of the body, which unfortunately is not that much. You can't make that thick body hair, so hopefully they improve that in the future. But just to show you real quickly here, since we'll focus on like the female body for most of it, but yeah, I can change the color too of it. But yeah, unfortunately, no body hair or facial hair available on the feminine frame, so they might change that later. I don't know. There is the muscle and the body weight. So yeah, I guess while I'm here, I can show that. Whoa. And the body weight. So yeah, that was the middle. So that's as far as you can go. I wish it could go farther though, because even if I try to like grab, yeah, there's like the butt slider. There's the boob slider for females as well. Actually, I don't know. Can you pull them out on? Oh, not too much. No. But yeah, not too much we can do there, sadly. So for both the profile and the trait, it cannot be changed later after creation. So there's that to keep in mind. That is too bad you can't change that later. But yeah, now to actually go into traits, you're only able to choose one out of all of these, and then you have some similar ones that are grouped together. But then at the bottom of each one, you do have all these things. So it's like the description: ambitious and goal-oriented. The go-getter strives for excellence in all aspects. Efficiency is always prioritized, and an array of methods are used to achieve their goals. Since they find personal value in working and invest much energy in the process, their focus on career success over personal life and relationships can sometimes lead to neglecting others' feelings and appearing self-centered. And there's just like some keywords like efficient, ambitious, and driven, and values like autonomy, traditionalist, authority, accomplishment, and then characteristics: values achievement in professional activities, frequently feels confident, nervous feeling lasts for a longer time, and recognition, which is the social motive basically, it decreases quickly. I don't know how, like, I've seen some gameplay videos, but not too many, so I'm not sure in the long run how much all of this description really affects the gameplay. So hopefully this will be good, but I'll just click on all these different ones here, so you can just pause if you want to like see more details. But yeah, you're all here. Oh, my face is actually covering some of these, but there's leader, authoritarian, adventurous, entertainer, a collaborator, safety conscious. So there's definitely a variety. I just hope that they do all have a good amount of impact on the gameplay. So then, yeah, you just select trait, and there we go. Yeah, it just kind of goes back into the background you initially had. So then we'll just click through some various presets. Oh, interesting. It saved this ZOI, even though I didn't like actually click on anything specific to save her, but yeah. And then there's this one I actually downloaded from Canvas, created by Bastet there. Then I just have that as a backup just in case, but both of them say, yep, I created Mabel. And then there's this really good recreation of Billie Eilish by Trainee. So that just really proves, I think, just how powerful the customization tool is in inZOI. It's just like so good. Like I was instantly convinced that that it was her when I saw it. There's also this cute Zoe that I downloaded by Boogeyman. We'll just click through some others. Yeah, that dialogue box is kind of scary sometimes. Especially sometimes it just like appears when you haven't really changed anything. Oh yeah, this Zoe is really cool looking. Actually, these are all the female ones, because then you have to specifically go to the male body frame to look at that. So I guess I could just switch over for a minute here. There we go. Yeah. Look, this shirtless guy. Yeah, there's a variety. It's just too bad that the body sliders aren't as good as they could. Oh, that's kind of weird. Sometimes it does show, like, I didn't create this person. I don't know why it does that. But, yeah, there's some just examples. Let's go back. Oh, also there's some filtering options. You can delete the presets you don't want. Then, yeah, date added. So then I'll just show the more recently ones that I downloaded and made at the bottom. There's like my creations downloaded, default creations. So that's cool. They have all that in there. A very interesting aspect of this is if you've ever played The Sims 2 on console specifically, you'll remember that there's like a layering system, and this is kind of similar. And you can even toggle the visibility of them temporarily or quickly take them off. So if I just want to take the shoes off, then there we go. Or if I just want to have the jacket invisible for a little bit so I know what kind of top there is underneath, then I can do that. So that's really clever. I'm glad that they did that. Yeah, even the fingernails and the glasses, and she's wearing some at the moment. So then along the bottom is how you navigate through the different aspects of customizing your Zoe. So we already on the Zoe presets, we'll go to face, and we have all of these face presets to start out with, and you do have like the different sorting options that we already saw earlier. Oh, it even has like the faces of Billie Eilish. And then there's more detailed customization options. So there's the basic edit mode, which is we're seeing right now. And then there's detailed edit mode with even more like different ones that we can customize. Like you can especially see with the lips. I was confused with that at first. I was like, oh, that's it? Just this? But then with detailed edit mode, then you can individually customize like, oh, like the thickness of the lips or just like why they are like that. So that's pretty cool. But also there is the symmetry mode toggle. So for example, if I should just go to basic edit mode, and I just pull the cheek, it's only pulling that one. But then if I go back and then, yeah, I could just pull them individually. And then with symmetry mode, then it just pulls them both at once. So that's really cool. I never thought of that. That's really interesting that we have that sort of option too. But yeah, the detailed modes were specifically for like the face and the ears. I didn't even really change much before. Like you don't have to change all of these, but it's just like, oh man, they're so many different things. I already spend hours in Creative Sim. I can spend even more in Creative ZOI. It's just bonkers. I can't believe it. It's pretty great. So then let's go to hair. And they definitely could improve in this aspect, because especially for black hairstyles, I think there could be more variety. Yeah, they'll probably add more by the time the game is fully released. And we do have hair color options, which is really good. You just kind of saw that with what I did. Oh, yeah, this one's like a ponytail. Thankfully, there's hair animations. But I definitely missed that from The Sims 2 days. Yeah, this one's pretty cute. I do like this one a lot. So, this one has pretty basic customization options, but even then, you can still customize the color with this sort of like color sliders. But then, if I go to, see, I think, yeah, this one I can have even more options. So if I click on this, there's like the base color, which just changes that. But then if I change the sub color, then it changes like that. And then the highlights. And there's 3 with this particular style. So that's really cool. But then there's these down here, the ratio. So it's like just how much the change affects that. It's almost hard to explain. Edge softness. But then the length. Check this out. It's like, woo! Make it really short like that. This is so amazing. I never would have expected an option like this in a life simulator, but I'm so glad that's here. Then the skin tones. I know this doesn't look like much at first glance, but then you can see again, there's like the color options, and then there's way more. And then there's also these color sliders. I don't know if they're planning to add on occults at any point. I don't think so. But you can even have, like, for example, green skin tone. So, yeah, you can totally do that if you want to. Even the eyes have some interesting options. But you can reset that if you don't like it. But then there's also some other details here. We'll just zoom in so you can see them more easily. There's the brow crease, cheeks, smile lines. I didn't know that's what those were called until I played this. But oh, sorry, I have to actually scroll down a bit more to you can see that chin cleft, and then the eye bags, nasal bridge, lip line, and the jawline too, and the skin glow. This will affect the whole skin tone. You're like, yeah, you have a really shiny skin tone if you want, but I think I prefer it at 0, or at least close to 0. You can just have it kind of like that. That's fine. So now for the eyes. There's quite a lot of different options for these colors, but then let's see. There's like this more checkered texture. It was the stars in the eyes. Just stars like that, and yeah, you do have all the different colors of that, the iris size, the pupil size, yeah, the inner iris, outer iris. So yeah, that's cool. There's all of that, and then yeah, there's ones like that. There's like cat eyes with all those options. Then there's also like another one with the stars. and then another one with this sort of like just space option. So yeah, it's like you can make some more unnatural looking people in this game with the like fantasy colors, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's not like full on occult territory. Sorry, quick edit here because I totally forgot to show off all the different eyebrows and eyelashes. They do have the color options that you would expect, so that is pretty cool, and they don't have to be the same color as the hair if you don't want them to. And here's the eyelashes. Yeah, we'll have eyelashes right off the bat. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Then for makeup, we have these face highlighters. That's cool. There's so many different ones right off the bat. And again, you can customize the color. And then there's blush with all of these options, including ones with freckles. Though it feels kind of weird that freckles are considered blush. I don't know. It might be better if those were in like a different category. But yeah, you can change all the different colors of that. Even just the freckles, like, that is so cool. So much customization. And then there's the eyeshadow with all of these different options. It's so good that I can also have, like, it's pretty freeing with the camera too. With being able to zoom in and out. And then there's the eyeshadow colors. Although this one doesn't seem to be, yeah, it doesn't seem to have like that many different things. Yeah, like there's that one, and then like that, and then like that, and then there's intensity. No, the intensity doesn't seem to, oh, it's just kind of like changing the, or no, it's just like individually intense. Yeah. And the gloss texture layer. And then there's the eyeliner with a whole bunch of different options for that, with different colors, intensities, layers, and all that. Man, if I went through literally every single option, this video would probably be like 2 hours long. So I won't do that. But there's also lipstick. Actually, with this, I'll go through these. So there's different colors, lipstick, lip gloss. So for this, you can have the intensities, different gloss, and even the wrinkles in the lips. Like, wow, you wouldn't even notice that unless you were zoomed up really close to your ZOI, but it's there, and that's awesome. But yeah, we went over body already, so we'll go over to outfit. So this is interesting because you do have all these different outfit presets that you can save, but there's no like situation categories like what you're used to in The Sims. Like there's no swimwear or formal wear or hot weather wear, anything like that. So I don't know if they'll ever add that in the future. I know you can like go to a dresser and then change the outfit, so you could just change to a different preset and like have different ones that are saved to be kind of made for the purpose of like, oh, this is gonna be what I wear on a hot day, or like a swimsuit when I go to the beach. Or I don't know if they automatically change, I don't remember if they change it to like a pre-made outfit when they go to bed, or if they still stay in the preset. I think they do change it to like a thing you can't change, unfortunately, for that. But yeah, there's just like a whole bunch of different examples of outfits. Yeah, this is like shiny texture on the crop jacket. That's interesting. But yeah, there's even the ones that I saved from the ZOIs. But yeah, there's also the ones that I saved from the ZOIs that I've made and downloaded. And there's also this Clone MD I think this was some kind of contest or collab or something, created by designers using the Clo and Marvelous Designer. Yeah, there's different filters for that, and there's some other outfits that we can choose. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Yep, some more like that. Oh, yeah, this is like more sporty one. Future forward. Oh yeah, this one's kind of cool too. And yeah. Oh, that one actually shows is from Boogeyman there. Oh, I guess because it's kind of, yeah, it's like similar or almost exactly the same as that one. Okay, so now for the tops. I've actually removed her jacket just because I just want to show these options without them being obscured so much. Now, here's something I find really confusing. So there's like duplicates almost of these things. So it's like with this top here, this one doesn't have any color options, but this is the same item except you can customize it with all the different colors. But then, yeah, there's the colors here at the top. So why isn't that just basic white one in here? I don't understand. I don't know. Yeah, there's like the different colors for that. Or actually, wait, no. I'll go to this one because I experimented with that one earlier, and that one is a much better example of the color customization. So there's that, and then the subcolor is the trim like that. And then the accent color is the logo. So you can change the logo color. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Although I guess I would have the trim be black as well, just so it matches. So there we go. But there's also my texture. So you can import just pictures from your computer to use this pattern. Kind of like in The Sims 2, where you can import like a picture and then the sim paints it on the easel. And then there's these different things like the gloss, horizontal position, pattern scale, all that, vertical position, horizontal. But then, generate AI texture. Crafton went there, and just like, they're already limiting their possible audience by having the system requirements pretty high. Like, I'm not saying lower it so it's like The Sims. I think there could be more of a like happy medium between inZOI and The Sims 4, but yeah, this whole AI generated art, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like what it's doing to the entertainment industry and to the environment as well. And yeah, it's just it's theft. It steals from artists. So I am not going to show this. I'm not going to use these AI generated art features because thank goodness they're optional. If they were not optional, then I wouldn't even be doing this video. But yeah, it's definitely a turn off for some people. I definitely understand that. So yeah, like I intend on playing this game as long as this AI generated crap is still all optional. So yeah, it is a thing that exists that you can put on many assets in the game. And yeah, there's all the different preset colors again. So there's a couple more options there. But yeah, you can just kind of keep it to that, I suppose. And then, yeah, it's like many different options we already went through. And then there's the outerwear layer. And see, there we go. You can still see the top underneath it. I don't know why it's claiming... What the heck? Like, yeah, that's a weird glitch with the, like, creation thing. It's like, no, this is just pre-made stuff that already came with the demo when I downloaded those nearly 20 gigabytes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this jacket I like. Very, very nice. Yeah, I think this is something I could get used to. Oh yeah, this was the top that I used, but in a different color. And then like there's these baseball jackets. Oops, I didn't mean to play on that, but bring the heat. And yeah, so we're like jackets down here. So there's quite a few different options in this cropped jacket as well with the really shiny texture. Oh, yeah, there's three. There's three different ones for some reason, and then just like the one that has the different colors on it. Yeah. But I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's like this sleeveless jacket, though you could still layer a top underneath it. So if I just, yeah, if I left it on this one and then go to the tops and then the one with more sleeves, and it's like, oh, then there's sleeves underneath it. So that's really fun. Yeah, I remember playing around with that a lot in the Sims 2 on console. But then if we go to sets, then it's also kind of like styled looks, all these different ones. So yeah, you could maybe save one of these as like a preset, and then that could be your swimwear or something, but it's still, yes, kind of awkward still. And there's bottoms. So there's like pants, shorts, mini skirts. There's a decent variety there. All with the different like color options, accent colors. Yeah, again, it's just like I could easily spend hours upon hours in this character creator. Then we have accessories. So there's just like socks, striped socks, and there's the leg warmers, so that's really cool. I love that they included that, and some longer socks. And I guess you could use maybe one or two of these as sort of like leggings, but then yeah, then we have more socks. Like, oh, I didn't realize this one's like different lengths on each leg. That's cool that they thought of that as well. And then, actually maybe I'll just take these off for the shoes. So yeah, there's like some slippers, there's what looks like Crocs. Yep, they included those. And there's like flats, not slippers, sorry, sneakers, running shoes. All with, again, all the different color options that you can play around with if you want. Although you actually have to, I don't know, that's weird that you have to scroll up to see some of these still, but maybe they'll fix that. So yeah, there's like heels. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, there's ones with ribbons on there. Oh, can you change the color of the ribbons? That's probably the accent color. Or no, maybe is it the subcolor? Or is it the main color? Oh, okay. See, yeah, you can even just customize very specific things like that. So that's really neat. And then we also have underwear. Although I think we have to actually take this off to see that. But yeah, just some very basic options. Yeah, there isn't really lingerie. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's like sexy or lingerie. It's just very basic options. There's custom outfits too, which actually ties into this. So there's like the different parts. So we'll start with the top. So you can customize the collar to have different styles there. Yeah, even button up, so that's really interesting. And then there's like the sides where it's like the sleeve length. Oh yeah, you even like ruffled there. That's really cool. And then there's just like the bottoms. There's kind of just changes the length. So that's really cool. Yeah, I like this one with the cutout option. Then I'll change it back to this for the bottoms here. So then there's the different, oh, it's just like the top. Yeah, it's like the belt. And then this should be the length. Yeah. So there's those, that, and shorts! So that's really cool. You're able to do all of that, and then it just saves it to the custom outfits category when you check that off. So yeah, that's basically it for the outfit customization. I'll just put it back to what I had as before. And then the accessories, we have some different things here. So there's the hat, and then again, it's just like, yeah, there's ones without color options, there's one with, that are basically the same, except you can customize them. You can change the main color, and the sub color, and the accent color, changes like the logo, the background, and yeah, the texture options exist for that. There's bucket hats, which is cool. There's like this hat. Whoops. Let's rotate around. There we go. Yeah, that. And then there's these ones. And sort of like a sunflower hat. And then, yeah, just as another example, you can change the color of these. Because I think this is supposed to be, yeah, the sub color. So that's a very nice touch. And then actually just remove the hat. So you can actually show off the hair accessories a bit later. So there's the different glasses. And again, with all the different color options. Whoa. I didn't even realize which glasses I put on her. And then there's, yeah, that's all that. Yeah. I was trying to say like Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Then the necklaces. And those, of course, we have the color options. So it's like the sub color, I can change like the jewel there. And the main color is just like the choker part. Yeah, there's so much depth to this customization. Oh my gosh. Even with this one, there's like, wait a minute. If I just get rid of this one? Or wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different one. There's like ones where you can even change like the jewel. But, yeah, it's weird. I don't see it right now. Then I go to earrings. Yeah, you can see them, especially on this side. Yeah, it's a way better view. Maybe it was just the earrings where I was able to customize the jewel color. Oh, yeah, okay. So you can see the sub color. Jewel 1, or it's like that, and then Jewel 2, which is like that, like the bottom part. So that's really neat. And there's like that one. And I'll just go through all of these. The butterflies. Yeah, not too bad with the options there. And then the hair accessories. This is kind of interesting. The ribbons, the bow. Then the headphones, there's 2 of these. Your mileage may vary. There's some clipping. But, yeah, the longer hairstyles can be especially bad. I've seen, like, the one that extends down the back. It goes right through the hoodie, unfortunately. And then there's the different color options there. There's even cat ears you can wear if you want. The sub color, even the fur color. And then there's this tiara. The different options, the Jewel 1 and the Jewel 2. And there's another pair of headphones. And then finally, nails! I love that there's this pose. It's so much like the one that I downloaded from Northern Siberia Wins for The Sims 4, where they show the nails like that, so you have a much better view. And then again, there's all the different color options with many different ones to go through here. Oops, I'm not meaning to click on that for all of them. You know, to longer nails. So our ombre. Yeah, that's really good. Ooh, yeah, the ones with the stars. But that is basically it for the nail customization. Ooh, yeah, I can do that sort of cool ombre there where it fades. So then that's pretty much it for the character customization, but there's still one thing that I didn't show you yet. I'll actually just kind of go out here. So there's also this along the top. So yeah, there's the undo and redo buttons. There's this motion capture thing that's still in development, so we can't do anything there. This facial capture thing, I didn't really bother fully registering it. It's like you have to download a separate app on your phone, and then it asks for your computer's IP address, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. So basically, there's other videos that have shown this off where it just kind of imitates your facial movements of like, ah, and then the ZOI would do like the same movements with their face. So I don't know, there isn't really much point to it other than to screw around. But then there's a filter. So these are the same, I'm pretty sure, as what you get in live mode. So reset, or not reset, realistic is the default. And then there's cartoon, black and white, sunset. That's one I actually like quite a bit. Pixelize, this could be kind of good for some photos if you want the colors to just be brighter and maybe pop a little bit more. Then this fisheye lens, that's a thing that exists. Drawing, poster eyes. Then thriller is actually pretty good too, because with the city settings, there's a slider to make it look clean. And then if you slide all the way to the left, it's really dirty to the point where it looks like post-apocalyptic. So thriller would go pretty well with that. But realistic, I think I'll still use most of the time. Maybe sunset, depending on the time of day. I don't know. But yeah, you have those filters. And then we have photo mode. So there's sort of like the expressions like we already saw earlier. Like that. And then you can combine those with a whole bunch of different poses. Let's see. Let's do this with the smile. And then there's a search bar too. And you have to click on the magnifying glass. You can't just hit enter. What's interesting too is I've noticed there's some different ones. Like they are called the same things. But this one with holding the coffee cup is only available for the women for some reason. I don't understand. Because then this one on the men instead is one where he's just like reaching out, like as if he's resting his arms on a countertop or something. I don't know. It's just like, why is there even a difference? But again, that could be just something that changes when the final game is out. I don't know if there's going to be like some props we can also add, because it's like she's just sitting in midair. There's also couple poses, so since I can only have one ZOI in here at a time, I can't really show off what these are meant to look like. Yeah, there's even like wedding ones. I think you can do this in-game too, not just in the create a ZOI mode. Yeah, there's even like bar stools. And then there's like, there's like raising the arm, inZOI! And then shoot money. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so random. Then there's pose for photo. Move gently, stand confidently, dances. Yeah, they showed some of these in like the teaser for this demo. I think even the dances for the men are different. I don't remember, but I think at least a couple of them were different. And yeah, just some regular standing ones. And then you can also go between portrait and landscape mode. There's, yeah, facial capture again. Camera options, field of view. There's the same filters we had before. There's depth of field, so you can blur like the background a lot more. Or if you don't want it blurred at all, then you can also do that. You can kind of go like a move gently. Oops, did I accidentally? Oh yeah, there's also apparently a way to take video in game. I don't know if that'd be cool if it was like possible to even have those on the TV or something. I guess. Well, I know you can customize the billboards around the world, but I don't know if you can. Maybe, yeah, maybe that is meant to integrate with this. Oh, there's these different screen ratio options, so that's good. Yeah, it's a very detailed photo mode for sure. And we can just click go back to get out of it. So that's basically all I've got to show you for actually creating the character. Of course, you can upload to Canvas, and then you can select photos that you've already taken, or just ones that you can just take like on the spot. And then you can have up to 3 pictures to represent your ZOI. And then there's like presets that'll upload with it, and then do the title, and like the profile, hashtags, contributor, and then just upload it. So you are able to continue by hitting the complete button. Would you like to save current ZOI to ZOI presets and finish the process? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll just have to save an extra copy of her even though I already have it. And then, yeah, you can edit the name if you want. And yeah, it's just can only create one ZOI currently. So I'll just go to create a family. Family's always there to support you, providing the strength of love and understanding. So it's like, yep, finalize the family name. And there we go, world creation permit. It's kind of interesting how they're approaching this with this whole like simulation thing. But then just like reviewed and submit. At first, it might seem hard. But as you live the life given to you, you'll be able to learn many things. Meow! Boom. There we go. And there is the select city screen. So there's like a bunch of these on the world right now. But I know like when other content creators got early access, they were able to play in 2 of them. So there's Bliss Bay, which is inspired by Santa Monica in the US. So, yeah, definitely, especially with the pier and the Ferris wheel, reminds me so much of Santa Monica. I actually did get to go there in 2019. But there's Daewon, which is Korean inspired. So that's pretty cool. And then there's also Kahaya, which is supposed to be inspired by Indonesia. So that's really good. Especially with this being developed by a Korean company, we're not just stuck in the United States to start off with. But yeah, even when other content creators got their demos, like this was still in development, they couldn't play with that one. And then there's a few others. Golden Field, I don't know if that's supposed to be like San Francisco or something else. I don't know. Brusimo. Yeah, I can't even see a description for that. Rakaleta, Haigang, which I guess is supposed to be Chinese world, and Winneber. So we'll see what those end up being. But if I try to actually move into either one of these 2, it's gonna come up with this. Too bad, meow. It's a bit early for you to handle managing inZOI. But just focus on creating ZOIs and come back when the time's right. Add to the wish list, and then we'll just have to go back. Yeah, that's a major tease. But I guess with that, that's basically it for the Create a inZOI demo. So feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I think this is pretty great. there's just so many options. It's pretty wild. And yeah, the whole AI generated stuff sucks, but I'm really glad it's optional so I can just avoid that whenever I play. But I'm really looking forward to playing this game now. And it's just so cool, like, to have something that was playable anyways by the time this video is out, because, yeah, I'll still have to wait until next year for Paralives Early Access. I'm assuming that's going to be the whole game and not just the Paramaker. I'm very excited for Paralives as well. But, yeah, to have something that is already here in the present at the time of recording this video to play with, it feels so fresh. It feels so fresh playing with this, where it's like a very different take on the life sim genre. But I guess I'll wrap things up here, so stay tuned for a release date. I imagine it probably isn't that far off if we're able to create these characters in the demo and import them into the final game through Canvas. But with that, be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!